Yo, welcome to another episode of Correct Me If I'm Wrong. We're doing another live edition today. And yeah, we're just waiting for a little bit of people to come in. You know. What's today? Monday, goddamn. Alright. So yeah, we're going to do another live edition of Correct Me If I'm Wrong today. My name is Marcus. I'm here with Candoria Lier.
Hey, y'all.
And of course, I'm sure y'all know what we want to talk about today. It's had the internet on fire for the last, 18, 16 hours? I don't know, some shit like that. You know, like as soon as that happened, it was just, you know, all over the place. But we want to talk about Will Smith, Chris Rock, and Jada Pinkett Smith. Now, if you don't know, you're probably living under a rock. But Chris Rock made a joke about Jada Pinkett, I guess due to her not having any hair, saying he can't wait to see G.I. Jane Part 2. I didn't really think it was funny. But anyway, everybody laughed, Will laughed, but instantly Jada's face was like, nah, fuck that. I ain't feeling that shit. Instantly you can see it written all over her face. But then the camera cuts away from him, so you don't really see that interaction, or at least I haven't. You didn't see the interaction when Will goes from smiling and laughing to him going on the stage. So Jada didn't like it. Whatever transpired between him finding out Jada didn't like it. Like I said, I don't know how that went. But Will Smith goes on the stage. I'm sure nobody thinks anything of it. Probably thought he was just going to do some Will Smith goofy stuff. I don't know. Who knows? But Chris Rock, he didn't take a defensive stand, which shows me that he didn't think that Will was going to do what he did.
Right. I'm sure he had no idea because he didn't even defend himself. He didn't back up. Actually, it looked like he leaned into it.
And when I saw that, I was like, okay, maybe he thinks Will was going to, whisper something in his ear. You know what I mean?
Right.
But Will Smith
hauled off and slapped the shit out of him.
Yeah, he slapped the shit out of him.
He really did.
But again, I don't know how big Chris Rock is. Will Smith isn't a small guy. But maybe it wasn't that hard of a smack because he didn't take any steps back. He didn't tumble. He didn't do none of that.
I mean, but from the pictures, he brought his
maybe
back, and it was a full swing.
Maybe he caught him with the fingertips.
Listen, I used to play volleyball, so I know the force. You know what I'm saying? That goes into that swing. You feel me? So I feel like he slapped the shit out of him.
Yeah, I think he more so got him maybe with just maybe got him with the fingers and not so much the palm. I don't know.
I don't think so because he looked very surprised.
He did look surprised. And he said, oh shit. No, he said, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. So, and then after he smacks him, after Will smacks him, he goes to sit down and says this.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth! I'm going to, okay?
That was not once, but twice. Twice he said, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
He said what he said and he meant it.
So I think at that point, I feel like more people thought it was, this is for real. You know what I mean?
You don't think it might have been staged a little bit?
I'm not saying that it couldn't be, but I don't believe that it was.
His reaction was just so cool,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't don't know.
I mean, because everybody's saying what they would or what they
I don't
wouldn't
know
do.
what I would have done. I don't think I would have been that calm though.
I just feel like when somebody hits you or smacks you or something like that, like your natural reaction is to swing back. Your natural reaction is to swing back. So, but I mean, when we're looking at social media, we're seeing people saying, "Oh, hold on, I got a call.
But
My man Sim was good.
Hey, Marcus,
Yo,
what's good, homie?
what's going on? I'm sure you want to chime in on what we talking about Will Smith and Chris Rock.
Yeah, I just wanted to hit you up real quick, give some love to the show.
My man.
Yeah, so, boy Will Smith tripping hard, man. So, I just wanted to say that, you can't honor the dishonorable. And so this idea of honor is silly to me. And it's just a bad look to do that like that. And he's just lucky that Chris Rock, didn't wail back and hit him back. And if he would have did it, he would have been justified to do it. Self-defense is never wrong. So, people talk about, what that would have, the image that would have looked like, two brothers up on the national stage like that fighting. I get all that, but at the same time, self-defense is never wrong. So he's just lucky that he didn't, hit him back. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's kind of where I come from with it. Like, I just think that Will Smith is going through a trauma. This is a guy who clearly, coming up without his father, he clearly has has always had a desire to be a great father, to have a kind of family structure, wife and kids, and really be a father-head figure. And I think he clearly feels a trauma that there was a breach there from his wife, and they might be playing this whole it's mutual or whatever, but you could see it. You could see, that hurt him at a deeper level than just how it might hurt just any guy. I think, Will is a man that, like a lot of brothers who come up that didn't have that kind of, present father figure in their lives, they want that for themselves when they become fathers. And there was this like model kind of, and I don't get into celebrity stuff. I don't follow celebrities all like that. But I just know that just coming up as a young man myself with that couple, that there was this, they were like this kind of example of how a celebrity Black power couple can like make it and can support each other, stay together and develop a family together and still be successful and all that. And, that was like a happy story because you rarely see that in Hollywood. People don't stay married for two months, but the fact that they were doing that, so I think he kind of took pride in that. Like, I'm a Black man that, that always wanted this for my life and wanted this for my children and wanted this type of family structure. And that he took pride in that as an example, I think. And so when that was breached, I think it created a deep trauma for him. And you can see it on him. So I think he's dealing with that trauma, man. And I think, that's kind of being played out in different ways. I hate it though, because, Will Smith has always been a solid guy, and it's a shocker. Like, you wouldn't expect him to do something like that because he's always kind of been like this upstanding kind of, intelligent, smart, engaging, personable Black man that never in any kind of trouble. And then on Chris Rock, we grew up with Chris Rock's comedy and stuff like that. So it's just sad to see that kind of dynamic playing out. But that's what I looked at it as. I just look at it as, you're getting swept up by something that has hurt you, and you're not really dealing with it. There's ways to deal with it, but I just don't think he's dealing with it. I think they're kind of sweeping it under the rug and trying to normalize this. That's clearly not what he wants. He clearly is not a man that wants a wife that sees other men and he can see other women and they can kind of do their thing kind of willy-nilly. That's not what he wants. It's heaven. That's not what he wants. He wants a stable family structure. And I think he takes pride in that because that's something that he didn't have coming up. And I think that was breached, and I think he's just dealing with some trauma from that.
Do you think maybe earlier on in their marriage that is something that he wanted, and as he got older, it was like, maybe I really don't want this?
No, I think she did. I think that was her. I don't think that that's him. I think that he always wants it and he still wants it now. But I just think that he doesn't maybe know either how to communicate that or any pressures he's feeling about that. I mean, I don't know, but there's nothing about Will Smith that kind of shows me that that's where he is in life and that's what he wants out of his life. There's everything that kind of shows. I mean, look at the film he did with his, with the Williams sisters, like that biopic, right? That's the kind of man he wants to be. Like that's, I think, what he always envisioned himself as, because I think he missed that. I don't see him wanting to be this kind of like swinger guy that just wants to kind of free flow it and live life on the edge like that. I don't see that in Will Smith.
Yeah. So are you saying that he was 100% wrong for what he did?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you can't hit somebody in the face. You just can't do it. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you this:
what, some kind of way, but you can't just roll up on a dude and hit him in the face like that.
What do you say to the people? Because I want people's, different people's opinions of, you thought he was wrong, you thought he was right, and if you could, tell us why. Because there are a lot of. What do you say to the people who feel like, men and women alike, who feel like what Will did there was nothing wrong with it, and Chris Rock got what he deserved?
Nobody should be hitting nobody preemptively. People get killed by this kind of stuff. This is the kind of stuff that happens in communities. Like people getting shot up and stuff like that. Don't put your hands on people like that. There's other ways to deal with a trigger point, and especially in front of the whole world. And you never know what kind of person you're dealing with. So you better be careful rolling up on somebody. You don't know what they packing. You don't know their personality. You don't know who they know. It's dangerous living. It's that kind of street life that it's that toxic stuff that we gotta break.
But in this situation, I mean, I'm pretty sure he knows Chris Rock and what he will do or what he won't do. So do you feel like he chose the person that he knew he could do this to?
Oh yeah, he definitely did that. He wasn't gonna do that to The Rock. He wasn't about to do that to, you know what I mean? He wasn't going to do that to a white man with power that would use that power. So no, he knew what he was doing, but either way, it's still wrong. Like, there was other ways for you to express your grievance. I mean, you weren't clearly aggrieved because you was laughing. So you're expressing a grievance for your wife's sake. Okay, whatever. But that was a conversation you could have had backstage. You could have got on the mic and cleared it up. Talked about how your wife suffers from alopecia, made that public. That's why she looks like that, and you didn't appreciate the comment. You know what I mean?
Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick, Sam.
I think
hold
in the
on.
eyes of a lot of people.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Oh, hello, Miss Tweety. What's up?
I have comments also.
I didn't try to hang up on my man Sam. I tried to merge the calls. Is what I tried to do.
Did it hang up?
Huh?
Did it hang up?
Yeah, that's what happened. All right, so let's do it like this. All right. Hello. Oh, it's gonna go. Oh, here we go. Hello.
Marcus.
Yeah. It's not. I don't know why it's not letting me merge my calls. But Sim, I don't know what happened. I'm gonna call Tweety back.
That was interesting. Hearing that from a man.
Yeah, it was. Miss Tweety, what's up?
Hi.
What's up? So I'm glad you decided to discuss this.
All right. What's your take on it?
Well, first of all, I don't feel bad for what Will did, because let me say this. Chris Rock picked the worst platform, the Oscars, of all times, to degrade his wife. Now, if people would have read his book, he stated how his mother was in abusive relationships and he couldn't do anything. And then Chris Rock also stated that he didn't know Jada had alopecia, which I can't believe. I don't understand why is it such a big surprise, because we were always taught where you act up is where you get it. And being a comedian, back then they didn't talk about people's families and kids. That was a no-go.
Yeah, they usually say families, kids, stuff like that are off limits.
Right.
True and correct. So why would you, as a black man, pick that platform to degrade her?
Well, I think he said something about her a few years ago, 2016, on another award show about, I guess they were boycotting the show, and Chris Rock said something along of him boycotting, I don't know if it was the Grammys, whatever it was, is equivalent to him boycotting Rihanna's panties. Basically, he wasn't invited. You know what I mean? So that's it. So people felt like, I guess there was a buildup of this happening, because Chris has been
And when I'm
disrespectful
seeing
in the
that
past.
man on TV, when he slapped him, that was a man he was so depressed to me. This is my personal opinion. Like, the man has been going through something for the last couple of years.
Ooh, Will Smith?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So why would you taunt him? Why would you do that? I don't think that whole smack was just for Jada. It was just the straw that broke the camel's back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, enough is enough. And it's time somebody got hit in the mouth. The black woman is the most disrespected and unprotected person on the face of this earth. And somebody do need to stand up. And as far as that cheating stuff, everybody cheat. Half of us out here are products of
Holy
cheating.
shit.
So they can go ahead with that.
Miss
They
Tweety
can go
said
ahead
it.
with that. We gonna call it for what it is.
Miss Tweety, you don't black men don't cheat.
Everybody cheats. Quit trying to sugarcoat it. Quit trying to sugarcoat it. I see people every day on Facebook, my husband, but you ain't tell your husband that you was messing with the boy that you was messing with in high school and still is. Quit playing. See, the thing is to be true to yourself. To thy own self be true. And nobody owes nobody no loyalty. You got to be loyal to yourself first.
I can dig that.
Right.
So
you think Will was justified in what it is that he did?
Yeah.
Okay.
But where you act up is where you get it at.
Now,
Enough is enough. Like I said, it may not warrant it. I don't think it was all because of Jada. I think he was just pushed to the point where he had enough. Like that because it really wasn't a bad statement.
right.
But it just pushed him over the edge. Like, I'm tired. And
So,
so, man
but-
broke down crying.
but if you watch-
he's depressed.
when you
And that's
watch the
one of
video-
our things of silent depression for men. He's
When-
not able to talk to nobody.
when you watch the
Because
video,
you don't understand her
you see Will laughing and smiling.
after the fact. But they're not going to show you how Tyler Perry and Denzel Washington came to him. But we seen Denzel's statement saying
Right.
when you get to higher, you get new devils. The devils come. But why pick that platform to do that? That's that step and fetch to me, because they paid you so much money, because we already know the Oscars, they didn't even want blacks. They wasn't even doing nothing for us. And from what I understand, this was already pre-taped. So if it was that bad, why not edit it out?
Right.
Unless you want this attention for the Oscars. See, the key is to always make us look bad.
Mm-hmm.
And they forget that at the end of the day, you're a human.
And see, you right. At the end of the day, they do always want us to look bad. And that's why I just feel like Will should have handled it in a different way. I'm not saying don't protect your wife. Not at all. That's not at all what I'm saying. But because they do always try to make us look bad, I don't know. And I can't say what I feel like he should have done, because I don't know what his reaction should have been. I can't say. But
Okay, can we say this? Someone talked about your child and offended your child. You're right there. What you gonna do?
listen,
See, you can put it all kind of ways.
right.
See, there's a difference with money. See, this is where the money come in play. It's a difference between rich and wealthy. Wealthy is quiet, rich is loud, and poor is flashy.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes them people that made it so far that they don't need that extra money. They'll live with what they got. And then, is it fair to say, Chris Rock, you will settle for a couple of dollars to demean somebody?
Nah.
Because what white person has me demeaned?
I would hope that's not
on a
the
major
case.
platform.
Right.
It'd be our own people.
That's
right.
true.
Miss Tweety, I thank you very much for your call. We want to get a few other callers in, though. But if you have something else later on that you want...
I'm going to just listen.
Okay.
That's just my opinion, and I know we all have one.
I appreciate you very much for
Thank
calling.
you for calling in.
Thank you.
Hey, Poke, if you're listening, go ahead and call in, bro. But anyway, yeah, Miss Tweety had some good points.
Yeah, she did.
You know, I did want to hear what Sim had to say a little bit more. Like I said, I did not mean to cut him off. I thought I would be able to merge those calls together.
I mean, on my social media, I've seen a lot of people, you know, Team Will, you know, agreeing that, you know, a man disrespect my wife, you know, he say something like that about my wife. Yeah, I'm going upside his head too. And I do get it, but I kind of agree. You can't just go around slapping people because they said, you know, I want to refer you to G.I. Jane. I mean, you know.
Yo, Poke, you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Sim, I'm gonna get you back in a minute, bro.
You said you want to hit me right back?
No. Somebody else was calling in. I'll tell them I was gonna get them back in a minute. But yeah, go ahead, my man. Hey, this is my man, Pope. I don't know if you want your GOVT out there. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Alright, you know what I mean? He's been on the show a few other times. Shit, what? 3, 4, some shit.
Quite
you
a
know,
few, quite a
might as
few.
well been a goddamn co-host on this bitch too. But anyway,
All the time.
yeah. So he's been on the show a few times. But yeah, what you got, man?
First of all, man, thanks for having me call in and congratulations on the show, man. Y'all doing a great thing.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. I hope you guys, can you hear me well? 'Cause I'm kind of finishing up at work. Am I coming through good?
Nah, we can hear you.
Okay, good. Hey, man, I just got a couple of quick things I want to throw out there. It's to me, it's a little bit disappointing, right? Because I just think it's a bad look for brothers to be fighting in front of the whole world like that. You know, and when I look at it, I just ask myself one simple question. Would Will Smith do that to a white man? That's all I want to know is Will, because if he would have done that to a white dude, then I'm perfectly fine. But I don't believe he would. I don't believe he ever would have did that to a white dude. And on top of that, I sat there and watched him. The female co-host, the white lady, Amy Schumer, she made her joke about them earlier in the day. Like, where was the outrage then? So my only thing is, you know, I don't like it. I don't like how it looked. I don't like how it looked. Two brothers going at it for the whole world to see. I feel like that was a bad look. They run in the same circles, don't they? I mean, if you're really offended by it, you could have just, you know what I mean, met him at Diddy's party later on or whatever.
I mean, y'all saw the videos of Will partying for the after hour party, right? You know, with his Oscar in the hand, like ain't shit happened.
Right, and that's another part of it. Like we're so consumed with the celebrity stuff, they partied the night away. You know what I'm saying? We're still talking about this, but yeah, that's my thing with it, man. And also, I think it's real. This is like really, really important. I mean, when Chris Rock cracked a joke, Will Smith laughed. He laughed about it.
Yeah, he did.
So exactly what happened, Will, that made you click like, oh, well, I need to slap the shit out of him. But you was just laughing. And if it's all about you protecting your wife and all this blah, 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 why was you laughing at the joke?
Do y'all think that Will is remorseful for this? Like, not when he woke up this morning, he like, damn, I fucked up, man. I probably shouldn't have did that.
No.
Last night he wasn't trying to give Chris no type of apology.
No.
That's another issue right there. No, I don't think he's remorseful because, I mean, he got away with it. He got away with it. And
As far as
his apology was BS.
All right, hey, Pope, let me get this other call. All right, man. Thanks for calling in.
No doubt. Thanks for having me, man.
Yo,
Hello?
yo.
Hey, what's up? It's Zay Banger.
Hey, what's
Say banger, what's good, cuz?
Hey, I'm chilling, man. You know, I got an opinion on this show.
All right, go ahead.
My take on it, be straight up and flat out. I don't feel Will is being wrong because he has taken all these shots and gave passes to multiple other people who took the same shot as Chris Rock. The fact that he's sticking up for his wife, I get it. At some point, that man get tired of taking a damn deep breath, not doing nothing, being humble because of his status quo of having money or having fame, or he has to carry himself this way. He does not have to be the popular. He don't have to be the role model to the world. He don't have to be, because he looks like that. He's a man, and him taking that notion, I don't blame him. You get tired of that stuff.
Shoot, was my mic off? Hello. Yeah, so I get what you're saying, but you don't think that was a little too far? Like, he didn't call her a bitch or, you know what I mean? I mean, it wasn't even really too crazy to me to go up on national TV in front of everybody and slap him like that. You don't think that was just a little excessive? Just a little bit?
Okay, I'll agree on the fact that little bit. We'll take the little bit.
I mean, I do feel like it should have been addressed, you know what I'm saying? As far as, I'm not going to take the disrespect, but, I mean, he is a comedian, and I don't know, I just didn't think it was that wild. I mean, I get that she has alopecia or whatever, but she's been rocking that bald head for a minute now. It ain't like she just now coming out with it and she's shy about it. Like, girl, this is old news. I don't know. So I don't know, maybe it's more to it than what we know for him to react that way. That would make a little more sense to me, you know? But I just thought it was just a little.
You got anything else for us, Zay Banger?
Yeah. I'm gonna say this about Will Smith, y'all. The fact that he just did it anyway, I call that the great cheap W. Because he knew that Chris Rock wasn't gonna do nothing. He knew it. He knew that. When he looked at Jada and like, oh, she kind of frowning. I ain't about to go home and hear this. He already got to deal with that young man, I forgot his name.
August
Alsina.
Yeah, August destroying his wife's parts. He got to deal with that. So any joke, he was going to take it out on somebody. That day, Chris Rock. He knew Chris Rock wasn't going to do nothing, though. Anybody else? Nah, he would have respected it and left it alone. It's just the facts.
I mean, which is all more reason why it was excessive.
Yeah, he took advantage.
Yeah.
I appreciate the call, Zay Banger. Appreciate it very much,
Thanks
guys.
for calling in.
Now, I seen a post on here, a comment. Now, some people feel like it was fake. My man says the slap was fake. Nipsey got arrested for his slap. I don't know, man.
I mean, but I read somewhere that it said Chris Rock said he wasn't going to press charges. So do you still get arrested even if the person that got assaulted says, I do not want to press charges?
Probably not, but has Chris Rock said anything? I have not heard about him saying nothing at all.
I don't know. I really don't.
Anybody heard anything about that? Nah. All right. So we got two perspectives of people saying Will was justified in what he wanted to do. Let's do this. But I'm not even gonna give my take yet. I'm not even gonna give my take. I'm not gonna do it yet.
Wow, we want to hear it.
Nah, that's all. Are we gonna hear it? We gonna hear it. We gonna hear it. Let's see if we can get my man back on the phone though, so we can finish what he was saying.
Hey, Marcus.
Yeah, my fault, man. Can you hear
Hello,
me?
you good?
All right.
Yeah, you good? Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Cool. No, I was just saying, your point about like, the setting, right? And that's kind of where I'm coming from. Like, if this was like in the street or like, something like, all right, I mean, good luck to you. I still don't think brothers should be fighting like that. But, you can do whatever you got to do. But what I'm saying is you represent something on that platform, like the Oscars. There's not a lot of, how Hollywood tries to blackball black people in those kind of shows. We don't have a lot of opportunities to kind of, take that space. It's Will Smith. I mean, he's one of the greatest black entertainers of all time. And, we're not remembering that. We're not remembering that historic moment. We're going to be remembering you going up on the stage and slapping somebody like we at the club or something. It's a problem. And so you gotta.
I don't know. This doesn't overshadow what he's done in his career. You think?
No, I'm not saying it overshadows. I'm saying in that moment.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's just where I'm coming from with it. But we'll see. I just, again, I think the bigger issue is I think Will Smith is carrying some pain, and he doesn't. I think rather than kind of dealing with it the way that he needs to deal with it, he's projecting. And that wasn't Chris Rock he slapped. That was somebody else he wants to slap, but he can't, or he feels like he can't. And
people been saying that,
yeah.
And it's like a lot of people saying maybe it was Jada he really want to slap, but he can't.
No, I don't think Jada. I think he wants to slap whoever Jada been messing with.
Shit, why wouldn't he want to slap her?
Yeah, no, not her. No, he's a better man than that.
Yeah, are you sure about that?
I think he is.
I mean, we never thought he was going to do what he just did.
I mean, I'm not trying to say that he's a bad guy because I don't look at him as a bad guy now.
No, you're right. I don't know. I'm just saying from a distance what it looks like. It just looks like he actually he's been hurt and he wants to do what a man who's been hurt wants to do. You know what I mean? Like a natural reaction is like, his business will put out for the world. I mean, who would want somebody to say you ain't good, you're not a good partner, and and all this kind of and that's why he was sitting there crying. Like, he's not crying because he's happy about that or that he's in an agreement with it. He's crying because it hurts him.
That's
what I'm saying. And that's the thing. Like, black men, we're not allowed to be hurt. And then what we feel like we have to do, rather than dealing with our hurt, we go about like what we're supposed to do, which is like violence and being tough and all that. Man, I don't think this is the time, Will, for that. I think it's the time where you gotta find that peace with a hurt point that happened between you and your woman. That's what I think.
Well, those are good points. In a different perspective. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way that you do. Thanks for calling.
All right,
thanks
bro.
for being on, Sim.
Yeah.
Who do y'all think Will Smith hates more, August Alsina or Tupac? Y'all see the meme about Will, I'm not impressed, Tupac would have shot him?
Yes.
Damn, see, that's some fucked up shit right there. The internet really has no chill.
I felt so bad
the internet
because I thought that was
is
funny.
motherfucking undefeated all time.
I thought that was funny. I felt so bad.
Shit is funny as hell. But a lot of people were saying like, yo, he didn't give Chris Rock ammo for the next 20 years. And I believe Chris Rock is on tour right now.
Is he?
I think he is, because I think he'll be in Pittsburgh in September.
Okay, I want to go.
I went to go see Tony Rock. Did somebody also say, you think he would have did that shit to Tony Rock? Or What would Tony Rock's response have been? I like Tony Rock though. I went to see him at the Improv a few months back. Funny as hell.
I don't know, but that is a good question. Did he do that because, it was Chris Rock and he felt like I can do this with no consequences? You know what I mean?
I mean, Chris Rock is not like a nobody.
No,
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not like he still smacked the, is he A-list, I would assume?
I mean, it ain't even about that. It's just, even if they got into
There's
a
not
little
going to be any
tussle.
physical consequences for this.
Yeah, right. I mean, what's gonna be the legal consequences when you got money? Like, what's the big deal? He ain't about to go to jail because he slapped them. Oh, you mean what you mean? Like, what? He ain't gonna be worried about getting a job.
I don't know what kind of person Chris Rock is.
I mean, me either. I don't
You
know.
know what I'm saying? People don't forget.
No,
People don't forget.
he handled that smoothly though. I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Ooh.
One more time.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth! I'm going to, okay?
And then it's crazy because Will Smith was just as loud as Chris Rock, and Chris Rock
With
had
no
a
mic.
Yeah, he had a mic. So was that staged?
It didn't sound like Will had a microphone though.
Well, how they hear him so clearly?
I mean, good mics, you know. But I mean, if anybody else has an opinion or comment, anything like that, you're more than welcome to call in. The number is at the bottom of this, somewhere on this motherfucker. I don't see it, but it's on there.
Yeah, I don't know. Right.
But what the fuck else is going on?
I don't know. What about them bringing over 100,000 Ukrainians? Giving them $1 billion amongst them all?
Yeah, 100,000 Ukrainians are coming for refuge in the United States, and they are getting a billion?
I thought that's what it
$1
said.
billion. $1 billion motherfucking dollars, y'all.
Start a new life. So you know what I'm screaming? Reparations. I want my reparations. And I don't want nobody to tell me that they ain't got the money to give it to me.
Not only that, too, is for so long I was always hearing, well, the government can't do anything for just one group of people.
Well, they doing something for a group of people that don't even pay taxes. I mean, that's cool. Just, I want mine, too. That's all.
I mean, shit, we all do. We definitely do. But we got certain type of Negroes though who feel like we don't need it or we shouldn't get it.
Like who?
There's people on there now, whether they FBA or not. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel away. You know what I'm saying? You're not FBA Foundational Black American. You won't get like you from Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. Whatever the case is, Caribbean, however you want to say it, you wouldn't be entitled to reparation.
Okay.
So those type of motherfuckers who are in,
If you don't qualify, you should not be allowed to speak
well,
on my behalf.
they will.
You don't qualify.
Because to them, they don't look at it that way. They don't look at it as, oh, you're, from Jamaica.
Why would they not look at it?
They just look at us as all as one big nigga.
Yeah, that's because that's what they want to do. That's their
Right.
purpose. Yeah.
So it helps. Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for their agenda, I get it, but I ain't feeling it.
But, yeah, some other shit that I saw about it too. Fuck, I can't remember. But yeah, how y'all feel about that?
Did y'all know that? Did you guys know
Cut the
that?
hashtag, cut the check.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I agree. Cut the motherfucking check. Also, I know this is not a popular opinion, but I don't understand how they say the black vote is needed so goddamn much. Or for the Democrats, I guess. And we vote for them. We get nothing in return, and shit is being done for other groups of people.
I ain't voting no more.
So yes, so when I say, people are like, well, what's not voting going? I don't know, but shit, voting ain't, doesn't seem like it's been doing much. So let's just try something different by not voting.
Yeah.
But I don't think we can all get on the same page.
I mean, but the thing is,
Like, we need to
even
do
if
that.
they say, you know, oh, we're gonna do X, Y, Z, that doesn't mean they're gonna do that. You feel me? So they're gonna rope us in, you know what I mean? By saying what they want, saying what sounds good, saying what we want to hear. Then they're gonna get in and still not do the things that they say they're gonna do. So I mean, it's like we damned if we do, damned if we don't.
Well, I forgot what plan it is, because there's a plan for us to get another stimulus check, $100 per person for gas. I forgot the name of the bill.
For gas?
Yes.
What,
For gas, so $100 a person, and another extra $100 for each dependent you have.
Oh,
And that's up to if you make 75. Yeah, it's a month. If you make up to $75,000 a year, if you're married, a married couple, $150,000 is the cutoff. So
that's nice.
right. So I guess there's something else going on where the Republicans have a plan, but they're not letting people know. And it's basically like, hey, vote for us, and then you'll find out what it is we're gonna do.
I ain't voting for nobody unless they talk about reparations. If you ain't talking about reparations, you ain't getting my vote. It's over. I mean, I know I ain't nobody, so it is what it is. What's that on that?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm all for some extra motherfucking money, but then, you know, there's some people in office who say, if we give this stimulus check for gas, you know, to help people out with gas, it's just going to further make inflation go up.
Well, then how they got $1 billion to give to Ukrainians?
I don't know.
I mean, I know I'm not the financial secretary, but you know, just make it make sense.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Gas did come down a little bit though.
Did
I
it?
saw gas in Sheets was $4.09 at Moon.
I don't know. I got gas today. I didn't even look at it. It don't matter.
It's $4.29 in Quick though.
I need gas.
Where's the cheapest y'all seen gas at? I'm checking the comments to see where it's at. I know motherfuckers be going to Ohio and shit to get gas.
Yeah, I have done that. Cause I be in Ohio anyway, so I go, fill up. You know, it helped. It do. A couple of cents off definitely helps.
Yeah. I do want to say congratulations to the Alapupa Quips boys basketball team. Didn't get the results that they wanted in the
That's
state
right.
championship game, but congratulations to them anyway for going as far as they did. I don't think many people expected that or that outcome, but congratulations to them.
Yeah.
I think they'll be back next year. Hopefully back at the state championship with a WPIAL championship. You know what I mean, to go along with it.
All we do is win, 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 no matter what. You don't know nothing about that though.
There we go. Listen, we wasn't losers at Hopewell.
Okay, whatever.
You know what I'm saying? Look, I wasn't on the team, but when you was in high school, y'all didn't get no fucking state
You
championship.
ain't equipped, you're a loser.
You didn't get no
Chill.
motherfucking state championship though.
I'm not about to argue with you about whether
When I was in high school, we got a state championship. HHS in this motherfucker.
If you equipped, tell this dude that
Yo,
he's a
what's
loser,
good, Pope?
please.
Dude,
What up?
hey man, my bad. I need to smoke a little bit more, man. I hate to do it, but I just want to be the dead horse if you allow me.
Go ahead, do your thing, man.
But so, I mean, I can't help but keep thinking about this, right? In the history of the Oscars or all of them award shows, has a black man ever assaulted a white dude? I mean, I can remember Nipsey did it to like a fan or something like that, but I mean like during the show or something like that.
I don't think it was a fan with Nipsey. I think it was like somebody like directing traffic or some shit like that.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I mean, like somebody that was like in the show. Has that ever happened?
Not that I know of. I believe this is the first time we've seen shit like this.
And what's wild about that is it probably will never happen. So I'm really just tripping about how brave we are when it comes time to bang on each other. That's the part that messes me up. Like, man, we will bang on each other in a heartbeat. Why we don't bang on them like that?
Because there's consequences for that. You know that.
All right, that's very true. That's very true. When we do
all
something,
know
we
that.
harm each other. Yeah, that's very true. But still, though, man, that's really where I'm sick about it. And I looked into the comments though, and somebody did respond to what I was saying. They said, you know, he changed after he looked at his wife's reaction. Well, that's beside the point, because the bottom line is, why was that joke so funny to you, Will? Because when you heard him up there with his little apology, crying and whatnot, becoming a victim all of a sudden, he kept saying that, you know, his job is to help people and to be the protector, and, you know, people shouldn't be able to say all kind of stuff to people, blah, blah, blah. But he was laughing at the joke. He was laughing at the joke. So none of that made sense. I mean, he just went, it's just misplaced anger. It looks like misplaced anger. Your wife looked at you, like, you know, or she looked hurt, and so you felt like you had to prove something to her. Really? Mm-hmm. And Chris Rock was the perfect person. There was two things about that was real kind of corny. Number one, Chris Rock is a small dude that really ain't a banger anyway. And number two, he's in a compromising position. Well, I mean, is Chris Rock going to really bang it out right there and there? I mean, I would have. But, I mean, Chris Rock is a professional. You know what I'm saying? So that was like a real, it kind of was a sucker move, really.
I mean, like I said earlier, when he walked up on stage, I don't think Chris thought for a second that he was about to get smacked. You know what I mean? Because, you know, usually you get some kind of defensive stance, something, you know, one leg back, something. I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
That's
I
what
don't think he
when
expected
people say that, where they say, you know, it could have been fake. I'm thinking that it was fake too, because I'm not letting no man walk up on me like that. I'm not letting no man walk up on me like that. I'm gonna get in position.
But the reason,
I just don't think he, you know, thought it was gonna be that, especially where they're at, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you in the streets, then like, yeah, you're already kind of with your guard up a little bit. But I mean, you're on stage on national TV at the Oscars. You feel me? I don't really think your, you know, fight or flight risks, you know, are upward right then.
But then we keep talking about how small of a guy he is, and Will Smith isn't a little guy. Mm-hmm. You know, he didn't really move much after he got smacked.
No, he didn't.
You know, you would have thought he would have, you know, fell, stumbled, did something. So I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that's to say it was fake.
It was an impressive slap.
Say that again.
It was a bad slap. I wasn't impressed by it. It was like awkward and goofy, and it was a bad slap.
That's what I'm saying. I think he caught him with the fingertips and not the whole hand. You know what I mean? Maybe that was intentional.
I don't know. It was too much for me either way.
I want to hear from Chris Rock though. Goddammit.
I got a question. Like, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna run, but I got a question. Alopecia, that's a skin disease, correct?
It's like when you lose your hair, eyebrows, hair, eyelashes, you know.
But I mean, you treat it, and then your hair will eventually come back and stuff, right?
Not for everybody.
I don't know. Ryan Shazier got that shit, don't he?
But
I
that's
never seen
something I
that
was
nigga
gonna
wear
say.
hair.
Most people that I've seen with alopecia, and I am no specialist at all, but most people that I've seen with specialists, their shit be clean. Like she look like she got a buzz cut. So I'm like,
well, I had it in high school.
And was it clean?
No, I just had like a spot. Like
was the spot clean?
Yeah, there was no hair growing in it whatsoever. Right. So it started out real small and it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But then eventually it just stopped. And I don't remember. Maybe they did give me some cream or some shit. I don't remember. But they did tell me it was due to more so than anything for me was stress. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So.
I mean, but you know, you never know what someone's underlying cause may be. Right. So that is a little insensitive, I think. But like I said, she been rocking that bald head, girl. Stop. You been proudly wearing it. You know, proudly rocking it. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Nah, you'll feel
right. I mean, I'm not trying to be insensitive to people that have alopecia and whatnot. But my thinking is this, right? Like, you are at in the award show, they bring a comedian in. That means that he's going to roast, he's going to crack jokes. Most jokes that's told is insensitive. You know what I mean? And I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I guess they just didn't feel like
HIV.
that kind of joke was appropriate for this show, I guess.
But I also agree with, out of all the people there, why you have to crack on a black woman. I kind of agree with that, what Miss Tweety said. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't even want us here. And now we pretty much putting on a circus show, for
I
real.
say Chris Rock is good for that.
What, putting on a circus show?
You know what I mean? Kind of bashing black folk.
Well, there you have it.
I saw a post that's going around with him and some white dudes, and they was just saying, talking about how much they say nigga.
How much you say, nigga? Chris Rock?
Chris Rock and the white dude. This white dude was openly saying like, yeah, I say nigga. You know what I'm saying? All kind of crazy stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know if I can say that on live for real. I'm not really sure if I can't. I'm sorry. I apologize. You know, but usually they let stuff like that go until you say, never mind. But yeah.
My question is this though, like, where does it really end? You know what I mean? Like, let's suppose I'm a celebrity, okay? And I go to the award show with my wife, and I mean, where does it end? Hey man, my wife is offended about this, so I gotta whoop your ass. I think where does it end? Like, you know, people get offended for everything. So
I'm sure there's some comedians. I'm sure there's some comedians who had to deal with somebody waiting outside for them after a show before.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know what I mean? So I don't know if it ever ends. There's always gonna be somebody that's offended by something that somebody say. But I don't believe most people are gonna do what Will did. Like, you go to the Improv, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's in close quarters, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you're sitting in that front row, you're really close to these people. So it's like, you know what I mean? I've been to the Improv plenty of times. I've never seen somebody get offended, walk up on stage and do whatever. You know, usually if somebody got a problem, they're going to, talk their shit from their seats, and that be that.
Right.
So, I don't know.
All right, well, hey, that's all I got, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all so much, man. Good job for the show, man. It's excellent, man. Keep it up, please.
All right, my man. I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thank you.
So, yeah. I don't know, man. That's pretty much. You got anything else on this shit?
No.
I want to give my take though, because I haven't said how I really feel about it. I didn't think the joke was that bad for it to be. He was you know what I mean? People going so hard about he's defending his wife. Like, I'm not saying he's wrong for defending his wife, but I don't think it was that bad to where it had to get to that point.
Right. I agree.
You know what I mean? But by no means am I saying, like, don't
stand up.
Yeah. In that moment, he felt like that's what he needed to do. I'm not Will Smith, so if that's what he felt like he needed to do, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I wish it wasn't done on TV. You know what I mean? I wish something like that would have been, all right, I'm going to see you at the after party, or I'm going to see you, like, after I get my award, whatever the case is. I really wish it wasn't for the world to see.
I agree, because I seen some.
Not like that. Now, if somebody would have been recording it from a cell phone or something like that, all right.
Yeah, but you know,
for it to be on national, worldwide TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If some shit like that happens, that's a bad look.
But I seen some people, their comments on different memes and stuff, acting like, oh, now he's just a super violent man, and I seen one that was like, he could have killed them, and it's like, what? He just slapped the shit out of him. I mean,
but I want to go back to one of a guy I know who made a comment about Chris Rock could have shot Will Smith for smacking him like that.
Can you?
Hell no.
You're not afraid for your life.
That's what I'm saying. He smacked you. He bitch smacked you at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no bodily harm really being done to you for you to pull out your gun and shoot somebody like that. And then on top of that, he smacked him and then turned and walked away.
So he was even no longer a threat.
Correct. You know what I'm saying? So that was, if you're a kid and you're listening, don't shoot nobody because you got smacked. All right. But
I wanted to comment on what Sean had said. She said, you know, they record shows, right? And that's what I was saying. Yeah, we know that they record them. And that's why we know they want us to look stupid, because they could have took that out. They edited them. I mean, that's what she said. You know, they edit shows. Yeah, they could have took that out. But why would they do that?
because it gives people a chance to do what we're doing.
Not even that.
Talking about it.
And it makes us look bad. Two brothers against brothers. Look at this black on black crime.
Wouldn't it be great though if they had a picture together, you know what I'm saying, tomorrow, like everything is all good. Just a little brotherly fight.
Yeah, that would be great.
I think they should do that.
Even
if it's fake. Even if they don't mean that shit. But I was just going through these comments, see what people was talking about. We don't know nobody's struggle and mental state. That's true.
That is true.
We definitely don't. We don't. I just, I mean, you gotta be a bold motherfucker though to go up on that stage and smack a motherfucker though.
I mean, but like I said, what are the consequences gonna be? What, I'm gonna get a fine? I'm gonna have assault charges? I mean, it ain't like he need a job.
I mean, can somebody
like
like
his
that be
future will
sued? You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga smacked the shit out of me.
I mean, his future still ain't gonna be ruined because he smacked the shit out of somebody.
I mean, how much they say Will Smith is worth? 300 million,
No, but
350 million?
His future is not gonna be ruined because he
I would be
smacked
paid.
somebody.
You know what I'm saying? Will Smith smacked the shit out of me. I'm about to be paid.
You will be paid, but his future still will not be ruined.
That's true.
So, I mean, what he got to lose? Besides people making memes out of him and, you know, like she said, nobody knows the mental state. And he was probably going through so much, you know. Jada be dogging him.
Talk about it, please.
You know?
Go ahead, talk about it.
I'm just saying.
Rarely do women talk shit about other women.
What? I mean, I try to stay in my own lane, but I just see, you know, a lot, and I don't know them obviously, but
Was she dogging them though?
It seemed
Or they was
like it.
separated when she was fucking young boy?
I wasn't even talking about that. It was
Oh.
just like I seen one thing that was like he's not a good partner and all this stuff, and I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
that was excessive. You didn't have to say that. You know what I mean? That gotta be disheartening, you know? And now he over here slapping the hell out of people. Like, I don't know, Will, you need to just relax.
I wonder how the kids feel.
And they know their parents off the chain.
Yeah. But I still want to know how they feel about it. You know, if they made any statements or anything like that.
You should call them.
I should. I wish I could. But I don't know. I mean, that's pretty much my take on it. I don't really have much else to say on it. Again, I don't think that he was wrong. I don't feel like he was right. He did what the fuck he felt like he needed to do, and he did it. But again, people are saying you're kind of corny looking. You know, you got your shorty on TV making you look crazy, like you just said. You know, and now you smacking motherfuckers. But for the most part, from what I've seen, is
I mean, but I wasn't saying that he was wrong.
okay.
Okay, because you said yeah, but I wasn't necessarily saying that he was wrong.
I feel you. Okay, you're not saying he's wrong. Cool. But yeah. Will Smith smacks a motherfucker, and it is going to be. I wonder how long we're going to drag this shit out though. I mean, I know the memes is going to last forever.
Yeah, but I hope this shit is about done.
Yeah, me too.
Literally, there was
24 hours of this shit, and it's like, all right.
Yeah, that was the only thing on my timeline.
Yeah, I was
Like,
about to
happy
say,
birthday to me and this shit.
I couldn't scroll twice. I couldn't go boom, boom without seeing people sharing the smack, somebody talking about it. But I made a post last night, you know what I mean, right after I had seen the video, like, now all of the women are going to want a man like Will Smith. And everybody like, yeah, and does. Yeah, you know, I got one. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? But none of them had that same fucking energy when he was crying on Red Table Talk. They was talking cash shit about that nigga when he was on that bitch crying.
Because he looks silly, not because he was
But
crying.
now he the man.
But he didn't look silly because he was crying. It was just.
I'm not saying it was because he was crying, but I'm just saying they wasn't saying they wanted a nigga like that then.
Yeah, that's true.
You letting this bitch run all over you,
That's true.
doing what she want to do.
And she still was. She said jump, and he said how high.
And now y'all want a man like Will Smith.
I mean, maybe they want to do that. Say jump. When they say jump, they say how high. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Ladies, do y'all really want a man to just, you feel somewhat disrespected? You want your man to go up to that other man and just smack the shit out of him? Is that what y'all really want for real?
I don't want those problems. I don't.
Cause like somebody said before, people get killed over shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like the regular people of the world, you just gotta be careful. You can't just be out here smacking motherfuckers. Because yes, you if somebody smacks you, that does not mean you're not justified to shoot somebody. But some people don't give a fuck. They're gonna shoot you any motherfucking way. And go sit down and do whatever it is they gotta do. I don't know. Everybody ain't wrapped tight out this motherfucker, man.
Maybe he's one of them.
Possibly. But I don't know, man. You gotta weigh your options. Be smart. But also, I know you don't want your shorty. You don't want to go back home with your shorty and she talking shit. And definitely don't be one of them type of niggas that's gonna go home and put your hands on her. You didn't do nothing to that,
right?
You ain't never gonna hear the end of that shit. Never. You feel me?
That is true.
So, just be cool or handle your business. I don't know. But be smart. And like people said, nobody should be putting their hands on anybody. If nobody does that, then everybody should be cool. But I guess ain't nobody else calling back in. I appreciate the callers we did have in. Your IG name?
What? No, my IG name? Oh, yeah. Let me see. Because I don't know it.
I know you don't really be on Twitter either.
Yeah, I really don't. But I think they're the same. I think they're like lowercase I, Candy 03.
Okay. Anywhere else? Can they find you anywhere else?
I don't think so. Facebook, y'all got me on there already. Kendoria Lear page.
Yeah, I'm at Quesum _13. That's QUESM_ONE, 3. Also, you can follow our Correct Me If I'm Wrong page at Correct Me If I'm Wrong _13. That's on Instagram. My fault. I don't really be on Twitter, but I'm Quesum13 on that motherfucker too. So it's been a cool show. I appreciate everybody that's called in. Oh, one other thing, if you want to get some Correct Me If I'm Wrong merchandise, you can get it from StayCalmCoolCollected.com. T-shirts, hoodies, there's all kind of stuff on there. So again, if you want to get any merchandise from there, StayCalmCoolCollected.com. Check it out. But we really wasn't supposed to do a show today, but since all of this shit was going on, I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah, it was just impromptu.
We might as well go ahead and jump on top of this shit instead of waiting and then talk about it when it's played the fuck out. Nobody can hear about it no more. So yeah, this was kind of just a spur of the moment show, a live show. But it was cool. Again, appreciate everybody's comments, opinions, people even commenting on here. Shout out to my callers.
Thank you for the support, y'all.
Yeah, we definitely, definitely appreciate the support.
I want to do a raffle of some kind.
A what?
A raffle.
A raffle? Yeah, that's cool. That's a good ass idea.
I'm going to get more people invested, you know what I'm saying? Maybe caller number something, get something, you know what I'm saying?
That's a good ass idea for
invest
real.
a little bit into the show.
See, that's why I got you as a co-host. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Coming up with good ideas sometime.
Yeah, I'm going to come up with something.
Yeah. But, you got anything else?
No, that was it for real. I enjoyed talking about this, and I enjoyed getting other people's opinions for real, especially the men. You know, yeah, especially the men. You know, they all felt like he was doing too much, and
But then, like I said, I saw a lot of men on social media saying,
I did too.
you know, and if your man, if women and men saying, if your man is not backing Will Smith or saying he was wrong, he probably gonna let you get your ass whooped too. Basically calling nigga a bitch. If he ain't siding with Will, he's a bitch.
Yeah.
So again, but that's why I like to hear different perspectives from people.
Yeah, me too. Because sometimes it give me something I ain't think about.
Right. But we'll be doing this again soon. You know, going live. And yeah, I'm sure some other shit will be happening by that time. But until then, don't forget to smile. It's a good look.
All right, y'all.